Hey there ladies, Claire Luffman here, casually coming to you from my home office for our weekly 3 tips in 3 minutes. And today let's talk about how you can get your business on fire over the next 90 days. So how can you do that? How can you really bust it over the next 90 days? Take some massive action for massive results. The first thing is I want to encourage you to sort of rein in all of your creative energy and ideas, and I know you feel like there's so much to do, you probably don't know what to focus on first. So that is the key thing, is figuring out what's the right activity for you to be focusing on. I walk my clients through a process of, first, let's take a look at your sales and marketing funnel, right? We want to make sure our sales and marketing funnel is up and running and functioning, which means that you've got a marketing plan, that you're working consistently. It means you have a keep in touch strategy that you're doing consistently and as automated as possible. And you've got a sales conversion mechanism, meaning you are converting leads to sales. So that would be the first place I would take a look, is your sales and marketing funnel. And where might it be broken or clogged or non-existent? The other thing I would want to ask is there anything that's been nagging at you at the back of your mind, being like, oh my gosh, I still need to get that website up and running, or need to get that e-newsletter? Anything that's been nagging at you, write that down as well. And then also take a look at your success habits. Have there been any unproductive habits that's just nagging at you, that's been tripping you up, right? Maybe disorganization, or you've got an overflowing email inbox, or you're always running late. So jot any of that down as well. And that gives you some really great place to start on figuring out the right activity. We really want to get you closest to cash, right? We really want to open up that revenue stream and get your business streamlined and running like a well-oiled machine. That's the most strategic. So again, I would look at your sales and marketing funnel, see if there's anything that's been nagging at you, sort of unfinished business, and take a look at your success habits, or on the flip side, your unproductive habits. So that's the first thing. And secondly, from all of that brainstorming, create about 4 to 6 business goals, projects, commitments, things you're going to do by when over the next 90 days. And again, it's the right activity, right? You're already brainstorming the right activity, and you think of these as the goals, the right goals to close the gap between where you're at now and where you want to be at the end of the year. So get really clear about those 4 to 6 goals, projects, commitments, and then brainstorm, flush them each through a bit more. For each goal, take a look at the goal and see what resources might be needed to bring that goal to completion, to make that happen. And think proactively, is there anything that might trip you up? And start thinking of some solutions proactively. And then also just brainstorm, okay, in order for this goal to happen, sort of what are some of the very next steps? You don't need to know all the steps to make the goal happen, but what are just some of those very next steps? That's going to give you such momentum. The third thing is, once you create those goals, every week, come back to those goals and say, okay, now what? Now what? What are the very next steps I can take to bring these goals to completion? So those are ways, women, that you can get on fire over the next 90 days. So first, you can brainstorm about what the right activity is for you. Secondly, create 4 to 6 business goals to move your business forward in the right direction, right? And flush those through a bit more. And the third thing is to get in the habit of every single week coming back and saying, looking at the goals and saying, now what? Now what? Now what? How can I make these goals happen? What are the very next steps? So ladies, get on fire over the next 90 days. I'm here to support you and cheer you on, and I'll talk with you next week. Bye.